There it is. I thought maybe it didn't work. Okay. So we're going to start standing, holding our ball. And like I mentioned, we'll use weights. Weights, of course, are optional. If you happen to not have a squishy ball, you could use a block for a lot of the class, but not all of it. Part of it you could. All right, so standing with our feet comfortably under our hips, lengthening the spine, relaxing the shoulders, just having our ball in front of our chest. We're going to have our hands press into it here. So as we inhale, we just take a nice deep inhale, nice full breath. And then as we exhale, we gently press into the ball and actively lengthen our spine, right? So as if pressing into the ball, we're making your spine grow taller. And then relax and inhale. And again, exhale, pressing into the ball, feeling your spine lengthen. Just a little press and relax on the ball as you inhale. And then adding the heel lift. So as we press into the ball on our exhale, float the heels up, lengthening the spine. Inhale, lower the heels, but still feel like your spine is staying in that nice length that you just added to it, right? So as we exhale, we press and float the heels up, growing tall. Inhale, lower the heels back down. Keep going a couple more times, lifting up onto the toes or as high as you're able to, and then lowering back down. Nice full breath. Really use this opportunity to deepen our breathing, right? Fully breathing. Next time the heels come down, just holding your ball in one hand, arms out to the side. We're going to float one leg up and pass the ball under, lower that foot down. Float your other leg up, pass the ball under, lower down. So nice and smooth. Just kind of smoothly. Can't do this side. And lift the ball down, lift, pass the ball. See how smoothly you can do it. 2 more, or until you're even on both sides. And pass the ball. And then when you're even on both sides, bring your ball straight out in front. And we're going to take it in one hand, rotate, follow that arm back, and bring it forward. Switch hands, and then follow the other arm back, and bring it forward to switch hands. Follow that arm back and breathe. One more twist to the back. Good. And bring the ball forward. Now switch hands, pass it behind the back, switch, bring it forward. Don't switch in the front, switch in the back. Good. Back. And one more time. And we're breathing, and then we bring the ball forward. We lift it up over our head. Take a little back bend here. So looking up, bring the ball a little bit behind us into just a little back bend. And then standing straight up, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, exhaling over to the side. So side bending with the ball and lift back up. Inhale tall, exhale over. Stretching out as you take a side bend maybe, right? And then lifting back up. Tuck the tailbone to help stabilize. Exhale over. And lift up. Lengthen, and one more time over. And lift up. Bring the ball down in front of you, and we're going to come to the end of our mat. So just put the ball somewhere there by your mat and we're going to roll down. So take a nice deep breath, exhale, letting our shoulders and arms relaxed, roll down. Hang here. Bend and straighten the knees and relax your head and your arms, shoulders. And then we're going to roll back up. So letting the knees be bent as much as they need to, slowly stacking our spine up, letting everything be heavy as we stack back up. Good. And then when we come to the top, again, inhaling, exhaling down, healing off of that invisible wall. Hang here. Again, bend and straighten the legs or whatever feels good to you. And we'll walk our hands out into pike or down dog with the fingers spread wide, knees a little bent, lift tailbone. And then just letting the heels stretch down and letting our body just sort of shift around. You might shift your body of weight forward and back. Stretching that tailbone up when you press back. And yeah, whatever feels good in this pose here. And maybe creating a little more space between our hands and our feet to come into a high plank or a regular plank. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And then we'll bring ourselves down to the mat and come around the sitting and bring your ball so it's behind the shoulder blades. Warm now. Want to be too warm. Okay, so we're gonna Tara to take our jacket off. We're going to have it behind our shoulder blade area, hands behind our head, our knees bent, feet on the mat. And so just start by arching back over the ball, finding where it feels the best to you. It's probably right about between the shoulder blades or so. And just take a couple breaths in our extension here. Good. Your head might not be touching the ground, or it might be, depending on your ball. Just relax and take a couple breaths, letting our chest get a nice stretch, our spine arch in this direction. Right, and then we'll add movement next time we exhale. We will draw the rib cage toward the pelvis to lift up, right? And then inhale, arch back over the ball. Right, exhale, rib cage toward pelvis to lift up. Emphasizing more emphasis on the backward arch over the ball, on that extension, right? Than on the lift. Supporting our head with our hands. Right, inhale back. Exhale up. Great. Just keep breathing nice and fully. Great. Drawing rib cage toward pelvis. One more time. And this time when we come up, exhale up. You're going to scooch the ball a little bit lower so it's more in the middle of your back, under your shoulder blades. Lift up a little higher, and then we're going to bring one leg into tabletop and the other, and reach our hands, reach our arms by our legs so that we kind of lift up off that ball a little bit, flex the feet, and we're going to reach one heel down and exhale it back up. Reach the other heel down, exhale it back up. Good. Inhale and exhale. So this is a heel tap or heel touches instead of toe touches. Inhale away, exhale up, and feel like you're reaching and kind of lifting off that ball. And breathe. Good. And then when you're even on both sides, we're going to bring our hands behind our head and then extend through your right leg, reaching through your heel. Bend that knee as you inhale. Extend through your left leg, that heel. Bring it back in on your inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Good. We're hanging in there. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Last one. Extend. Good. Bend the knees, one foot on the mat, other foot down, and go ahead and arch back over your ball. You might bring it a little higher up if that's more comfortable for you. You can move it back up the back a little bit so you can relax back over the ball. And just take a couple breaths. Good. And the next exhale, lifting up. Extend one leg, extend the other leg, and just kind of roll yourself up to sitting. Yeah. And then we're going to move the ball out of, from behind our back. Take your weights. If you want to use your weights, just have them. You don't have to, like I said, it's optional, one on either side of your mat for now. Bring your ball between your legs, between your thighs, and come onto your back. So we've got this ball here to squeeze, and your arms are going to hold, your hands are going to hold the weights out from your shoulders if you're using them, but arms out from our shoulders. And just start by inhaling, relaxing on your inhale. And then as we exhale, we squeeze the ball and exhale all the air out. Good. Inhale, relax, take a nice full breath. And exhale, squeeze as you release all the air and feel your low back pressing into the mat. Good. And then again, inhale, relax. This time we're going to squeeze the ball and peel our spine off the mat into a bridge. Adjusting your feet if you need to. At the top of your bridge, pressing your hips up. Relaxed shoulders. Take a breath. Good. And then next exhale, melting the spine down. And then we're going to inhale, arms to ceiling. Exhale, peel off the mat again into a bridge. Gently squeezing the ball, right, as you do that. And then inhale, float the arms back down to the ground. And exhale, bridge down. So melt down on your exhale. On our inhale, we're going to lift the arms up. And exhale, peel off the mat. Inhale, arms float down as we press those hips up. And then exhale, melt back down. Good. Inhale, arms to ceiling again. Exhale, squeeze as you peel off the mat. And then we're going to stay up here and press the hips up as you exhale and squeeze, right? So just a little squeeze and sort of pressing the hips a little bit more as you squeeze. Exhale. So good. And then stop that squeezing. Stay here and see if you can just straighten your right leg And then bend it, put your foot back down, and then straighten your left leg. So you're holding onto the ball and put that foot back down. A little challenging because our arms are up, right? And then again, straighten your right leg. Just unbend it and put that foot down. And then straighten the left leg. And bring that foot down. All right. And then press the hips up. Float your arms back down to the ground. Inhale. As we exhale, we melt the spine all the way down. Relax your pelvis. And then sweep your arms down by your legs, curl up and reach your arms. You're holding your weights, you're holding them if you want. And you're going to have your arms parallel. Take one arm over to the other. Squeeze the ball as you click. Bring that weight back. Little squeeze on the ball as you bring the other weight over and bring it back. So we just do a little rotation here. Keep the arms pretty low. Little click if you're holding weights, or if you're not, just bring your hand to your other hand and back, right? Squeeze on that ball. Good. One more. And then when we come back to center, go ahead and put your weights down. Put them somewhere so they're handy, and lie back down on the mat. And we'll bring our low back into the mat, lift the legs up to tabletop. You might just give your legs a little hug here. Probably need it. Let's give our knees a little hug and rock our body a little bit. Take a break. Take a little rest. Kind of stretch the hips a bit. And then taking the ball out, we're going to put it, actually, we're going to bring our legs into tabletop, and you're going to put the ball right here on top of your knees, right? So your hands are holding it. And this is just to kind of keep your legs from coming any farther towards you, right? The ball will provide a barrier. So press your low back into the mat and extend your right leg out and bring that knee back into your ball. Extend your left leg out and bring that knee back into your ball. So holding, kind of pressing your ball into your legs into your ball, right? Extend, pressing your low back into the mat. Good. Extend. And then when you bend that knee, we're going to hug our knees again. Put your ball on top of your legs. And then coming center, you're going to press the ball on top of your knees here. Inhale. As you exhale, try to curl the tailbone up and press hands into ball, legs into ball, and then relax as you inhale. Right, so lifting the tailbone a little bit off the mat as we exhale. Relax as we inhale. Feeling a little stretch in that tailbone as we curl it up. Relax, feeling our low belly muscles. Good. And then we're going to take the ball and put it between our feet, ankles, feet, and open your knees. So this is frog with the ball, right? So the knees are pointed out and open. The feet are pointed out and open. Bring your hands behind your head. We're going to open our hips a little bit. Hopefully you can hold on to the ball here. If not, just bring your heels together. Okay, inhale, pull the ball in towards you. Exhale, stretch it out as you press up. Right? Inhale, pull it in. So the knees open. Pull in that ball as you lay down. Exhale, press up and stretch out. Good. Keep going. Inhale, lie down. Exhale, press up, stretch it out. And then inhale, lie down. Great, we're gonna add to that. So we're gonna press up and stretch out and stay here. Lift the legs to the ceiling. Bring them back down to where they were and then bend and lie down. Nice deep breath. Good. Exhale, press out. Inhaling, lift the legs. Exhaling, lower them. Inhale as you lie down and pull that ball in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pull in, lie down. Exhale, last one. Stretch it out as you press up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pull it in. And lie down. Great. And then taking the ball, putting it back between your thighs. And bringing our arms out from our shoulders. Here's if you want to use your weights just for weighting your arms down, you can grab them and just let them kind of help you weight the arms, right? Now we're going to take our legs over to one side as we inhale and gently squeeze and lift back to the top on the exhale. Inhale over, exhale, gently squeeze and lift. Letting our hips roll off the ground, letting our shoulders stay anchored on the ground as we twist. Now, if you want to straighten your legs, you can add that to it. So make it a little bit more weight as we exhale, squeeze up. Inhale to the side, exhale, gently squeeze and lift. Good, breathe. Great. And we'll add a little circle. So as you take your legs over to one side, sweep them around to the other side, and back to the top. And the other direction, gently squeezing the ball as we exhale, and bring it back. Inhale over, gently squeeze, and up. Good, one more. And then when you come to the top on this one, you're going to kind of slide your arms down the mat, bend the knees, curl up and squeeze the ball. Okay, so you might be holding your weights, you might not be. Good. And then we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms up and our legs down, and the ball away, and then bring them back. Right, so just kind of opposite directions, right? Just moving your arms, go kind of reaching to the ceiling as your legs move away. Yeah, so probably want to exhale as you lift your legs. So inhale here, exhale up. Opening and closing. One more. Opening and closing. Great. And then lie your head and shoulders down. Good. Relax your arm. Take the ball out for now, and we're going to just hold onto our feet and rock our body and just relax everything for a moment. Little happy baby rocking, right? Body relax. Maybe you want to open your legs and to more of a straddle. That feels good to you. And stretch. And then bring your feet together. Stretch your right arm and leg, holding onto your left foot. Do a big stretch here. Flexing the foot, reach. And then bring that side together. Stretch your left arm and leg out, flexing the foot, reach. And then stretch both arms and both legs and do a little reach and stretch through one side and the other. Just letting our body stretch and also shifting up and down. Great. And then we're going to stop, sweep the arms down, roll up. If you want to wedge your hands under your back to help you come up, you can. And then grabbing, hold up your weights with the legs in a diamond. So have your legs in that loose bend, right, with the feet away from you. You can just put the weights on either side of your legs. And we'll just use them to roll, right? So you're just going to roll them away and roll them back in, stack it back up, and roll them away and stacking back up. Good. Just keep going a couple more times. Roll it out. And up. Good, and breathe. This time when we stack back up, we're going to straighten our legs and have the weights on either side of the legs. Again, with your fingers resting here, and just roll them away. In. Just let that rolling motion help us feel like our spine is moving so smoothly, right, as we roll out and roll in. And then when you come up, you can straddle your legs, bring the weights in between, and your straddle can be as wide as you want, whatever's comfortable for you, and do it this way. So roll it out. Yeah. And your knees can also be bent if you need to. Bend your knees, right? Go ahead and do that. Just, you want to focus more on, actually on the spine, being able to be tall here as we come in, as we stack up. So really stretching out as far as you can, stacking back up. One more. This time when you come in, pick up your weights, bring your legs into a straddle that's not too wide, and hold your weights here. Good, lifting tall as you inhale. Exhale, you can either hinge at the hips or you can heel off of that invisible wall and reach forward. And then when you come as far as you can, flattening the back. So our arms lift up by our ears because they stay in the same place, right? We're lifting, lift the head, flatten the back as much as you can. Knees can be bent. More important that your back is flat. Good. And then pulsing the weights back. Pulse, little tiny pulses. Really flattening the back. Again, let your knees bend as much as they need to. Even mine do. We're not stretched out that much. And breathe. Good. And then stop pulsing, rotate, and look under one arm. Come back to center, really reaching and flattening the back here, staying lifted. And then rotate and look under the other arm. And one more time, back to center, really reaching, lifting. Good. Then letting the weights float down to the ground, hands resting on them. We can just kind of roll them in, stacking ourselves up. Oh, okay. So we're gonna put the weights aside for now and take your ball again. So with the legs straight out in front, but bent if needed. I want you to sit, my point is we want to sit tall. So if your knees need to bend, great, that's fine. Totally fine. Okay, so the ball's in front of our chest, our hands are here. this. Okay, we're going to inhale tall. And then as we exhale, pressing into the ball just a little bit, just twist to one side, right? So it may not be very far. And then back to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gently pressing into the ball and twisting the other way. And back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Good. And back to center. Go ahead and bring the ball between your thighs, here with your knees bent. Reaching arms forward. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curling the tailbone under, just about to the sacrum or so. Good. Lift the arms up. Reach forward, squeeze the ball, and come up. And then taking our arms over to one side, just a little twist, right? So you don't want to go too far. Lift tall on your inhale. Exhale, curl back. You gently squeeze the ball. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Reach forward and squeeze to come up and center. And take it to the other side. Lift tall. Exhale, gently squeeze as you round back. Lift the arms up. Reach forward. Squeeze to come up and center. Come center. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curl under just about to the sacrum. And now see if you can straighten your right leg. Just unbend it. And then put that foot down. Straighten the left leg. Right? Put that foot down. Squeeze the ball to come up. And we'll try that with a little twist. All right, inhale, tall. Why not? Exhale, curl back, shoulders relaxed. And then you're going to straighten your right leg, turn to the right. Back to center, bringing that foot down. Straightening your left leg, turn to the left. Twist to the left. Bring it back to center. Foot comes down. Exhale up. Two more. Nice deep breath. Round back. Straighten right leg, turn to the right. Back to center. Lower that foot. Straighten the left leg, turn to the left. Pretty good. We did it. And back to center. That foot comes down. Squeeze. Back to arms. Just going to do just a few little roll-ups with our ball here. So use it to squeeze, right? Inhale, exhale, roll back as far as you want to go. Just doing whatever version of a roll-up you want to do. Maybe you go all the way down, sweep your arms around, squeeze, and roll back up. Or whatever works for you today. But use that ball, roll back. Deep breath, breathing, using our exhale. Right, good. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Really using the breath, focusing more on the breath. Squeezing the ball. Last one, wherever you're at. That ball. And when you come up, you can stay there. So wherever you're at, go ahead and take the ball out from there. And we're going to put it under our sacrum. So bring yourself onto your back and lift your hips up and just bring it centering your sacrum on top of the ball like that. And stretch your right leg in, your right knee in, and straighten your left leg on the ball, on the mat there. Good. Good. the ball's not that high off the ground, so it should be pretty easy to get your leg on the ground all the way. Yeah. And then we'll lower that right foot, stretch your left leg in, stretch your right leg out. So we just get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. And also if you pull your rib cage down toward the ground, then you get a little more stretch right through the hip flexors. Good. And then draw your right knee back in. Now we're going to be balancing here on our ball with our legs up, right? So see if you can just find that balance with your arms on the ground, and then see if you can stretch through your right leg and then bring it back in, stretch through your left leg, in, stretch through that right leg again, and bring it in, and left. Just to feel your stabilizing muscles working a little bit, right? That's why we're doing this. So you just do it 2 more or till you're even on both sides. Good. And then when you bring your knees in, straighten the legs to the ceiling and open them apart into a straddle. Great. Just let gravity give you a little stretch here. Right? And then we'll exhale them back up to the top. And you're going to stretch your left leg down to the ground with that right leg up to the ceiling. And then lift that leg up, stretch your right leg down. So we're just going to scissor the legs so we get the emphasis on that hip flexor stretch. Pull your rib cage down toward the ground a bit, right? And switch. So you increase the stretch. And then draw that leg up, other leg goes down. Yeah, this emphasis is on this hip flexor stretch, right? So we really want to reach that leg all the way down. So this leg might need to go a little lower if you can't get it all the way to the ceiling. That's okay. You want to kind of really emphasize this lengthening down to the ground. Yeah. And sort of pulling the rib cage down into the mat, right? All right, and then bring both legs up. Hug your knees into your chest so you get a little stretch through the low back there. Bring your feet back on the mat. We're going to press the hips up. Pull the ball out from under us. Okay. And then on our exhale, melt the spine down, hips come down last. Okay, come around to your side and put the ball, we're going to use the weights again. So put your ball between your ankle or your calves or your feet, wherever you can hold on to it, really, down there. And take one of your weights. Again, weights are optional, but what we'll do is we'll lie down with our arm on our leg here, like that in a straight line, right? And your weight if you've got it. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to reach our arm or reach our weight towards our feet, lift the legs up, squeeze the ball a little bit, and lower back down. Good, nice deep breath. Exhale up, squeezing the ball. And then if you want, you can lift your arm to the ceiling while you're doing that. And then float the arm back down and lower down. Good, nice deep breath. Exhaling up as you reach, lift and gently squeezing and lifting the arm Your head might want to look kind of down and back or something for your neck. Lower and lower down. Good. One more. Exhale up as you reach and lift and reach for the ceiling. And lower back down. And all the way down. Great. And then bring your hand in front of you. Bend your knees to pull your knees in. Take hold of the ball. Put it down. And we're going to have our legs in a bend here. So your legs are stacked. And come up onto the elbow. So we'll use the weight like this just to kind of combine the leg work with a little arm work. So your weight points to the ceiling, your palm or points forward and up, right? Like that. So you try to get the arm on that, so the elbow straight up from the shoulder, hand straight up from the elbow, that position. Okay, so what we're going to do is bend or open that knee into clam to start with, right? And then close. So arm will go down as we close. It'll lift as we open. Good. So there's a little bit of coordination, not too much. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if it's hard on your neck, sometimes it helps to look back, kind of look around, move your head and neck a little bit. Good. And then we'll hold the weight up. Go ahead and close the knee, relax your legs. And as we stretch our top leg down, we're just going to reach up and lift a little bit, right? Pull it in. And again, stretch up, reach it out. So inhale and exhale. And as we reach, you're going to feel like we're sort of lifting up a bit, right? Lift, inhale, pull in, exhale, stretch out and up. Yeah. Inhale in, exhale. And then we're going to take that top leg a little bit behind us as we stretch up. So kind of reach it back a little bit, reaching through the heel. Pull it in, press it back. Inhale in, exhale, press. Pull it in. And then next time we stretch up and reach that leg back, see if you can hold your arm up, touch your toe down and lift, or touch the leg down and lift. Just a little bit, right? Just a little lift and lower. Good. And then bring your legs together, relax your arm. And we'll come onto our arm again. Take your ball or your weight, you could use either one, and have it in front of you and stretch your top leg long. We're going to kick forward on our inhale, and then as we exhale and reach back, we're going to roll the ball away or roll the weight away, either one. And then bring it center, inhale, kick, exhale, reach. And back to center, inhale, kick, exhale, reach. So we get a little stretch under our shoulder here. Kick and good, nice full breath. Okay, one more. Kick and roll it away. Good, and bring everything back to center. Relax your legs. We're going to come onto our back. Cross your back leg over your front leg. So that's the one that will be the one that you worked, right? And we'll just do a little stretch here so you can be above the knee, above the ankle. Press the hips up. And lower down. Lifting that leg, reaching through and grabbing hold of your thigh or your shin. Just pull it in, like a stretch. So you can rock the body, you can straighten and bend this leg, whatever feels good to stretch that hip. Yeah. You might curl up. I like to curl up sometimes and round my back, give my back a stretch in this position. And then we'll bring our foot back down, keep that leg crossed over, arms out from our shoulders, and just take your legs over so that foot comes all the way to the ground. Shoulders stay anchored. And lift the legs, sway the knees the other direction. Knee comes toward the ground. Good. And lift back up to the top. And go ahead and maybe grab hold of that leg to help yourself up. Rock up to so we can come to the other side, bringing a weight with you and having the ball between the feet or the calves or ankles, wherever what works for you to hold on to. And then the arm on the leg. So we're in a straight line. Great. Inhale. Take a nice deep breath as you exhale. You're going to reach for your feet as you lift your legs, right? And then lower back down as you inhale. Exhale up again, reaching for your feet, floating the legs up, and then arm can lift to the ceiling if you want. Lower back down and all the way. Good. Inhaling, exhaling up and reach, lift, float that arm down. It's a little bit of a balance challenge, and lower down. One more. Inhale, exhale, float up, lift, float that arm down, and relax back down. And then bring your hand in front of you, pull the knees in, grab hold of your ball, stretch the legs back out. Great, and then we'll come up onto the elbow. Again, with your legs in that half bend, right? And your weight, if you want to use a weight here. So we're having our elbow out from our shoulder, hand up from our elbow. Make sure your elbow's under your shoulder here, right? Find your position. And then we're going to close as we close our leg, and then open as we open the leg. So inhale, open, exhale, close, or however you want to breathe, but just breathe. And exhale, open, and inhale, close if you want. It doesn't matter. Good. And if your neck is kind of feeling it, right, you might look around or look down. Usually helps the neck. Breathe. And then next time we close, we're going to lift the arm up, and we're going to extend that leg straight as we reach and lift. Pull it in. Feel like you're stretching all the way out and up, right? Reach. Good. Inhale in. You can breathe however you want, as long as you're breathing, whatever feels best to you, right? Good. Try to get that arm straight up and down, which I'm not sure I'm doing it right. And then what we're going to do is with our foot flex, we're going to stretch the leg back, right? Just a little bit back, pull it in, stretch it back, pull it in, breathe, full body workout. Good. And then next time we stretch it back, keep that arm up, float your leg up and down, reaching that leg back. And you might look down. Sometimes the neck can get quite a bit of relief if you just kind of let your head look down, right? And let it hang a little bit, right? Instead of trying to look forward. Good, and breathe. All right, and then let your knees relax together, your legs, and bring your arm down. And you can either use your weight or your ball for this, really. We're gonna lie down, that ball in front of us, or the weight in front of us. Stretch your top leg. Inhale as you kick forward. Exhale as you stretch back, rolling the ball away. Good, and bring it everything back. So inhale, kick. Exhale, reach, and roll. A little shoulder stretch, right? Inhale, kick. Exhale, reach. And roll. Center, kick, and roll it away. Kick, and roll it away. Good. But last one. Kick and reach. And then coming back to center, we're going to just come onto our back. All right, little hip stretch. So crossing that back leg that you just worked over the top leg. Press your hips up. Kind of relax that leg, right? So you can let the muscles relax a little bit. And lower down. Pick up that leg and hug it in so you can maybe rock around or straighten and bend that leg, whatever feels good to you. Let's stretch that hip. Maybe curl up. Wish we had more time for stretching in this class, but we don't really. I don't want to use it for more, it's more emphasis on the exercise than the stretches. Okay, so we're going to bring our foot down, arms out from our shoulders, sway the knees over till your foot comes all the way down so that knee points up. Yeah, and shoulders stay all the way down. Nice little twist here. And then lifting up and swaying the knees the other direction till that knee comes toward the ground. And go ahead and lift that leg. And if you want, you can just use that top leg to help yourself come up, right? Straightening the legs. And we're going to come around to our all fours. Bring the ball between your knees. That. Spread the hands nice and wide. And then we're going to do a little cat-cow movement. So inhale here. As you exhale, gently squeeze the ball and curl the tailbone and round the back. And release as you come into an arch. Inhale. Exhale, just gently squeezing the ball to gauge as we curl and round. And release and arch. And then tucking your toes into the mat here. And curl and round the back. And then lift the knees. Lower the knees. And then come into that arch. So just add that to it, right? So curl and round. And then float the knees up. Float the knees down. And come into an arch. Nice full breath, right? Curl and round, float the knees up, lower down, and arch. This time we'll stay up with our, if you can, right? You're going to round and float the knees up and stay up and do little squeezes here. Just little tiny squeezes. Breathe. Very small. And breathe. Good. And then lower down, come into an arch. And relax to center. So in neutral, with our neutral spine in on our all fours, you're going to gently squeeze the ball, reach your left arm forward, right? So kind of lifting that arm up by your ear. Feel that connection. You should feel that connection through your core to your arm, and then bringing the hand back as you relax. And then the right arm's going to reach out as you gently squeeze. You're going to reach out, arm by the ear. Really feel that connection. Bring the hand back as you relax. Just a couple more, reaching that left arm, gently squeeze. Bring it back to the mat. Reaching the right arm out and up as you gently squeeze. And bring it back to the mat. Great. Take the ball out onto the belly with your ball. Use the ball for this. Bring the ball over your head like that, and your hands on top of it with the arms. Great. Now you might want something under your chest, a pillow, folded up blanket, something like that for support if you need it and would like it. And we're just going to press into the ball and lift up, right? And as we do that, the ball might roll a little bit towards us and then back down. So coming into some back extension, pressing into the ball, lifting up and lowering down. And then we're going to add leg lift with that. So as we press up, we're going to reach and lift our left leg. Inhale down. As we press up, we reach and lift our right leg. And lower down. Just keep alternating, right? As we press into the ball, lifting up, lengthening and lifting one leg and the other. Good. Couple more. Lower. And then when you lower down, you're going to hold the ball in your left hand. You're going to lift up, take your arms behind your back, switch as you lift. Right arm brings that ball forward and lower down. Inhale, lift, and the right hand takes the ball back. We lift up a little bit as we switch. Bring it forward, lower down. And then if you can do it without resting in between, great. Otherwise, keep resting in between. So lift up, left arm takes it back. Switch as you lift and bring it forward. And then maybe you rest, maybe you don't. Lift it back. Bring it forward. Switch again. Couple more. Again, rest in between or not, right? Up to you. And then bring it back. Bring it forward. And when you come forward, lower down. Relax. We're going to come up onto our knees and stretch back to our heels. So, into a child's pose stretch. Get my pillow here. Yeah, just stretch back on the heels. Maybe your knees want to be apart. Maybe they want to be together. Good. And then coming up to sitting, just a real last little thing that I really want to do. You can manage to stay a moment longer. So we're going to bring our legs out in front of us in a straddle. Pick up your ball. And just to kind of stretch a little bit, we'll do saw. So If you need to sit on something or you need your knees to be bent or legs to be crossed, anything like that is fine. But just bring your arms up over your head. This is the transition. So we lift our spine and then we take our ball over to the outside of that opposite leg and roll it with anchoring our hips, rolling it towards our foot, right? Rolling it back, lifting it up and over to the other leg. Your back arm can be pressing you forward, right? Or reaching back. Roll it back a little bit, pick it up and over, take it to the outside, and stretch it out. Anchoring the hips, lift it up, a couple more, roll it towards your foot, bring it back, inhale and exhale. Good. Until you're even on both sides, right? So maybe you need to do one more. Great. And then when you're even on both sides, you can just come up to sitting and maybe give the shoulders a little shake. Shake it out. Great. Thank you for coming, everybody. I'm going to hit the button here. One.